city Dublin, the town I love so dear. But we're after winning 2 million quid, so we're off to Belvedere. Yes, it's goodbye to old J. Arthur, and it's bonjour to fine Chablis. I am leaving my heart at the Halfpenny Bridge, now it's Belvedere for me.
So I said to Ursula, this may be your way of running a residents' association, but it is not my way. It is not Pamela Moriarty's way.
Really? How dreadful for you.
Of course, she's absolutely livid. I mean, you know what an outrageous snob she is.
Oh, yes, it must have been dreadful for you.
I mean, she'd obviously counted on getting the support of the McCarthys. You know, those awful people from Cork. Son's an engineer, or so they claim. But even they rallied around me.
Really? How dreadful for you.
So then Ursula took off all her clothes and rode around the room on a zebra.
Really? How dreadful. That must have been really awful for you.
Anthony,
What?
I knew it. You hadn't been listening to a single word I've been saying.
No, I have. Really, I have.
Well then.
Well then.
Yeah.
Well, this business with the McCarthys and oh, the zebra taking off all its clothes. I can see how dreadful it must have been.
Impossible.
Oh, I'm sorry, my darling. It's just that I have something on my mind this morning.
Really? And is it something of which I should be aware?
Oh, no. It's nothing to do with you. Nothing at all. It's just something at work. That's it. Something at work. That's why I have to dash.
Anthony?
Got to get in early this morning. To work, that is. Oh, have to get to work. Have to dash. Nothing to do with you. You know how these things come up. At work, that is.
Your briefcase, Anthony. You'll need your briefcase for your work.
Eddie, will you come down? Yes, I'll be late. Why didn't you show me that note yesterday?
I showed it to me, Dad.
Oh, did you indeed? Eddie, where am I going to find pipe cleaners and runner beans at this hour of the morning? What have you gotten here? I've told you about bringing that to school.
Don't like cheese, sad boat.
Well, swap them with your brother. He has ham.
Don't like ham.
Eddie!
I'm here. What's all the fuss about? Oh, it's like that, is it? Come on, lads, hit the road before she decides to use that thing.
And you are to forget. You are not to forget. Janie, what are they not to forget? Tomorrow morning, I'll be organised. At this hour of the bleeding morning.
Oh, sorry. Have I come at a bad time?
Anto.
Don't you remember I said I might pop in this morning?
How could I forget? Of course I remembered.
Well then.
You better come in. We don't want your wife to see you, do we?
We certainly don't.
Yeah, Miss Finnerty there. Well, have you tried taking more of the tablets? I see. Actually, so, Miss Finnerty, I was telephoning to speak to Mr. Moriarty. My husband. Yeah. Actually, you see, I know he had to be in early this morning, but in the rush he's forgotten his briefcase, so could you just tell him that? I'm sorry? Not in yet. But, he left here over an hour ago. You're not expecting him in till lunchtime? Well, how silly of me to forget, Miss Finnerty. Yes, of course, no message.
It's only me.
Toby, do come in.
Oh, now don't tell me, Pam, I can guess. It's the Balinese special blend wafting from the percolator.
Toby, you and your nose.
A much underused organ, Pam, but one I increasingly rely upon.
So, what has you calling so early?
No, I'm not the only one making early morning house calls. Oh, that's a little too pungent now for Toby's tastes.
House calls.
Now, don't pretend you don't know. I saw Anthony going in next door.
You saw Anthony?
Of course, that was 8 laps ago.
With Eddie?
Oh, no, with Molly. You see, I've been working on my inner thighs. They're fine now, but they'll be stiff first thing in the morning.
Anthony and Molly on their own?
Oh, I'll need a good rub down tonight. Oh. So, you're being very discreet, Pam. What mischief are those two up to?
Would you like some more coffee, Anto?
Oh, yes, please. Oh, you know, this stuff is really rather good. It doesn't taste quite as bitter as the sort that we usually have.
Well, have you made up your mind yet?
About a present? Well, I decided to take Eddie's advice, so I went to that shop that he recommended.
The lingerie shop. And why didn't you come to my boutique?
Oh, well, no. This was more, specialist. I bought her a negligee. Rather a nice one, as a matter of fact. I had to slip it past Miss Finnerty in my briefcase. Miss Finnerty. She's my secretary. I didn't think she'd approve.
And what about Pam? Does she know anything about what you're planning?
Oh, absolutely nothing as far as she's concerned. This is just a birthday like any other. Believe me, she suspects nothing.
Fair play to you, Anthony. You're going to a lot of trouble to make this a genuine surprise. Merciful hour, it's her. It's Pamela.
Oh, I might have known she'd find out.
She doesn't know you're here. Now, I'll keep her talk to the front door. You nip out the back.
Maybe I should just come clean, confess everything.
It's a birthday party you're planning, Anto, not a bleeding robbery. Go on. Pamela, what a surprise.
Molly, you know, I was just thinking how long it's been since either myself or Anthony dropped in to see you. How long has it been?
Too long, Pam. Far too long. Won't you come in, Pam?
Thank you. You know, Molly, I think Anthony has been looking a little peaky of late. What do you think?
Anto, he was fine the last time I saw him.
And when exactly would that have been?
Hard to say. Precisely.
Right. You know, Molly, I have been a little bit worried about Anthony recently.
Have you?
Mm-hmm. Well, call it my woman's intuition, if you will. But I have sensed that there has been something on his mind.
Well, that's meant for you.
I beg your pardon.
It's either one thing or the other. And it's usually the other.
Well, I'm glad that I amuse you. Now, if you'll excuse me, Molly, I think I will go back to my own home and wait there for my husband. My husband, Molly.
Wait, Pam, you don't understand. Pamela.
A negligee?
That's what I recommended, yeah.
A negligee? Well, fair play to you, Eddie. A negligee. Eddie,
What?
what's a negligee?
You know, sometimes, Billy, I wonder about you.
You do not. Do you really, Eddie?
I do, Willie, believe me, I do.
Brothers cow, huh?
How are you, Bardler?
So, lads, what's the story?
We were just discussing negligees.
Oh, yeah, of course you want me, son, huh?
It's a birthday present. A surprise.
I'd say it was right enough.
No, Bardler, it's not for me and it's not for Eddie.
Oh, really, huh? It was for Molly, then. See-through, was it?
You'd want to watch your mouth, Bardler.
No, Bardler, it's not for Molly. It's for the woman next door.
And I'm glad it didn't take you long to settle into the new neighborhood.
No, Bardler, no. It's Anthony's present to Pamela. Cost him a fortune.
Oh, did it now? And this Anthony, still interested in presents, is he?
Why would you want to know?
Well, I just happen to be in a position where I can supply with immediate effect a limited number of top-quality video recorders. At a special discount rate. Yeah. The Burmese imports.
I really shouldn't, you know. By rights, I should have been on my back half an hour ago, pumping.
Just one little glass, Toby. It really is a very good Sauvignon. Anthony only brought it home last night.
No, you've no shame, have you? Very well, I submit. Bring me the Sauvignon.
Here we are. Cheers.
Bottoms up.
You didn't happen to see that old film on TV last night, did you?
No. By the time it came on, Emer was up to her elbows in Linctus.
Yeah. It was rather a ridiculous story, really. The whole notion that a well-off, well-educated man could fall for a young blonde with a shady past. Well, the whole notion is... It's just too ridiculous for words, don't you think?
Well, it is, of course, not an entirely new idea, Pam.
You mean...
Well, men of a certain sensibility have often been known to crave a walk on the wild side.
But why, Toby?
Well, there are men who find that their humdrum, conventional life sometimes fails to satisfy certain underlying or even perverse needs.
Needs?
Such men, they may have a shared interest with their life partner in hill walking, topiary, or local government reform, but it's just not enough, Pam.
Topiary?
Such men long to cross the tracks, to feast with panthers, to take the rough, as it were, with the smooth.
But do such men really exist, Toby?
Yes, they do, Pam.
But...
I've met them. Oh, goodness, is that the time? Well, I'll have to dash. I can't hold my workout back any longer. Yes, that Sauvignon is very nice. It's very frisky. I must dash. Bye.
Bye, Toby.
Well, according to my reckonings, about 30 of her friends will be there.
Pamela has 30 friends.
Oh, yes. There's our accountant and his wife, and the general manager and his wife, and then the... several of our major suppliers in the Midlands and their wives. And then there's our security guard and
his wife.
His wife, yes, that's
I see. I get the picture, Anto.
Yeah. So, are you sure Eddie's taking care of the liquid refreshments?
He's down in the pub just now as we're speaking.
And Pamela knows nothing?
Believe me, Anto, the last thing Pamela thinks you have on your mind is a birthday party.
Look, Miss Finnerty, I really do need to speak to my husband. What do you mean he's not there? He left work an hour ago. I see. Well, no, he should be home any moment now. Yes, any moment. No message, Miss Finnerty.
Are you sure it's not going to be all too much of a shock?
Of course not.
Yeah, it's just that I couldn't bear it if anything went wrong for her.
Anto, Pamela doesn't realise how lucky she is.
Oh, believe me, Molly, I'm the lucky one. So, what about the cake?
I told you it's all organised. Now, all I need to know is how many candles to put on top.
How many candles? That's a hard one.
Well, while you're cogitating...
How many candles?
Get that, will you, Anto?
Perhaps there should just be the one.
You do want more coffee, don't you, Anto?
Oh, I'd love some more.
Anthony? Anthony, is that you, Anthony?
Oh, no, there's no Anthony here, missy. No. This Hong Lo, Chinese food emporium. You want to make order, missy? Oh, special flight license offer all day.
Who is this? Who am I talking to?
Oh, no time to talk, missy. Poor Hong Lo, he fallen into wonton soup. Quick, get aluminium muck. Oh, poor Hong Lo. He's up to his eyes in prawn crackers and noodles and egg flu young. Have to go now, missy. Bye-bye. Chop.
What's that?
My wife.
Right, Mick, let's see if these numbers add up. Now, 15 crates of stout.
Check. So it's a surprise party, huh? A touch of the unexpected. Oh, I like that. You need to keep a sense of mystery. if you want a marriage to work.
15 crates of lager.
Check. I mean, you take my lady wife, Mrs. McGettigan. She was always a mystery to me. A complete bloody mystery, in fact.
10 bottles of whiskey.
Check. Ah, yeah. I used to enjoy pulling little surprises on her, you know, when she least expected them.
What kind of surprises?
Little ones, you know. Like loosening the brakes on that old bike of hers.
Was that not a bit dangerous?
Ah, no. No, I wouldn't call it dangerous as such. Besides, after the first couple of falls, she took to checking the brakes every bleeding time she went out. So I had to think of something else.
And 5 bottles of vodka.
For the ladies. Sure, where would we be without them? Check.
Eddie,
Well, that should do it. Listen, I'll bring the van around the back.
Eddie,
And we can load it up there.
Eddie!
What?
Do you not think you should buy some stuff for the people who don't like that sort of stuff?
What sort of stuff?
You know, stout and whiskey, that kind of stuff.
Jeez, Willie, you know, you never cease to amaze me. You're absolutely right. Mick, will you throw in a bottle of wine and a couple of cans of lemonade?
Check.
Uh-oh, here comes trouble.
Huh? Oh, holy Jesus. And I bet it's yours truly she wants to talk to. Now listen, don't say anything about parties.
What party would that be, Eddie?
The party that we are trying... Never mind, just don't say anything about parties.
Rick!
Well, Mrs. Moriarty, well, fancy seeing you here.
Hello, Eddie. I thought this might be where I'd find you. Hello, Willie.
I'm saying nothing.
I beg your pardon.
I don't know anything about any party, right?
Willie, that's enough, aye.
What's he saying?
I said I don't know anything about any bleeding party, so help me.
Willie,
What is he talking about?
politics. Politics. He's thinking of joining a political party. All right, Willie.
I know nothing.
What can I do for you?
Well, could we sit down, please?
Yeah, sure. Would you like a drink?
Double brandy, please.
Brandy. Now, isn't that a coincidence? That was also the favourite tipple of me lady wife, Mrs. McGettigan.
Really?
She used to sit in that back room there, ladling it down her fat throat.
Mick, can you drop it over the table?
Oh, yeah.
Grand. Well,
Eddie, this is difficult for me. I don't quite know how to put this. Oh, thank you. Cheers.
Funny. That's just the way Mrs. McGettigan used to put them away.
cheers.
Eddie, I have discovered what my husband, Anthony, and your wife, Molly, have been getting up to behind my back.
Oh, no, you found out.
Now, I know this is going to come as a great shock to you, and I really find it very hard to believe myself, but there are times when you have to face... You knew about this already?
Of course I did.
Well, how long have you known?
Since the word go.
And you don't mind?
Mind? Why would I mind? As long as I make Molly happy, that's all right in my book. Mick, the same again.
Well, this isn't quite what I expected. I'll speak to Anthony about this when I get home.
Oh, no, don't let on to Anto that you know.
What?
Well, I mean, if he knew that you knew, that'd spoil all his fun. Well, half his excitement is in you not knowing what's going on.
Here we are. Mrs. McGettigan used to like it be the neck.
I beg your pardon.
Mrs. McGettigan, me lady wife, she used to like her brandy straight from the bottle, stretched out in that back room there, with the curtains drawn.
There you are, Mick.
Oh, yeah.
One question.
Now, fire away.
Does anybody else know about this whole business?
Well, apart from the whole neighbourhood and your husband's business associates, oh, well, there's Willie and Bartlett, of course. Lads, She knows.
Fair play, missus. Is your outplay a great fella altogether?
I never knew he had it in him.
Right. I am leaving now because I need time to compose myself before I am ready to face all that lies ahead.
Eddie.
Huh?
She didn't seem very pleased to find out about the party.
That just goes to show what you know about women, Millie. Sure, she was overcome by her emotions. Any fool could see that.
Well, that's the last of the Sauvignon. They're getting very restless in there. Perhaps I should start serving the tap water.
I'll kill Eddie when I get hold of him.
Oh, no. Don't upset yourself, Molly. I'm sure Eddie will be here any minute. Frankly, I'm more concerned that Pamela isn't home yet. Are you sure you didn't say anything to her?
But how could I? I only found out when I dropped in on my way back from the gym. I mean, just because your plans are going wrong, Anthony.
They are not going wrong.
Well, don't be casting aspersions.
I am not casting
No,
aspersions.
boys. This is not the time or the place.
Oh, that'll be Pamela.
You, come with me.
Oh, where on earth have you been, darling? I've been so worried.
Have you indeed? Well, that must make a change. Oh, don't come the innocent with me, Mr. Bluebeard.
Have you by any chance been drinking, darling?
Well, a woman would have to drink to put up with the likes of you.
Yes, very true. Would you mind keeping your voice down, darling?
What's the point, Anthony? I mean, what's the point of anything anymore?
Well, the point is, my dear...
Do I smell perfume? And who does that belong to? One of your girlfriends, I presume?
Pamela, I beseech
Is
you.
that Molly's perfume?
Well, yes, it could be.
When was she here?
Well, she still is, as a matter of fact.
She still is? Where is she?
In the living room.
In the living room. Right.
Oh.
I'll deal with her.
Pamela, please.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Pamela. Happy birthday to you.
Oh, what a wonderful surprise.
Here we are, though. Listen, the booze is all out in the hall, all right?
Good, thanks.
Here.
Thanks very
You didn't let on to him that you knew, did you?
Oh, what about the party night? Why would I do that?
Are you happy, darling?
Ecstatic.
And were you really surprised?
Oh, more than you'll ever know, Anthony.
Just that you seemed a little agitated earlier on.
Did I? Well, that was just my idea of a joke. No. But Anthony, there is just one teeny, weeny little thing.
Yes, darling.
Yeah. My birthday. Well, it's not till next week.
Dear old inner city Dublin, the town I love so dear. But we're after winning 2 million quid, so we're off to Belvedere. Yes, it's goodbye to old J. Arthur, and it's bonjour to fine Chablis.